You would think that I like torture that dog with all the noises she was making. She didn't even have to go to the bathroom. She just wanted to go outside. She's not even sorry about it. Mm-mm. Hey friends, how are you? So today I have 5 frugal wins and 1 frugal fail. Let's start with the wins this week. First off, I made $29.06 in interest off of my Capital One 360 accounts, which is interest-bearing checkings and savings that I've recommended before and continue to recommend, because if I'm going to leave a bunch of money in an account, I might as well make money off of it instead of getting fees for it. So I use Capital One 360, which is an online bank, and it's just like, it's piddly interest. It's like less than 1%, but it's something. So across all of my accounts, which have had a little less than $5,000 in them, because my car repair replace fund is there, my emergency fund's in there, that $2,000 storm fund is in there. So there's, and regular stinking funds all in there. It adds up to that, but I made $29.06. Now, it wasn't close to $5,000 the entire year. It's gone up and it's gone down. For most of the year, it was closer to $3,000. But I also received my interest statement for my student loans, and it was $1,009.25. So if you're ever presented with the argument of I should save instead of, just keep a bunch of money in savings account instead of paying off my student loans because of the interest, that's where the difference lies. Is I made $30 in interest on savings accounts. I was charged $1,000 in interest on debt I owed. So I do obviously, of course, have my reasons for not putting all that money directly to debt for the various reasons mentioned. My emergency fund is in there. I have some money in there to repair my car if needed, a little medical sinking fund, and that $2,000 storm mode. But that is an argument that Dave on his show talks about a lot, is people will say, like, I have $10,000 in the bank and I have like $8,000 in debt, but I don't want to give that savings money away. And he's like, you don't. He's nicer than me. He's so much nicer than me. But I would just be like, you're making like $60 off of that savings account, and you're getting charged thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on the interest on your debt. And that's just straight up dumb. So just real quick example, because I got those 2 statements within the same week for tax purposes. So yeah, that was fun. And by the way, if you want to open up a Capital One 360 account, I have a refer a friend link in the description box. I've been recommending them for years. They're fantastic. I love having those accounts kind of out of sight, out of mind, but able to access them at a moment's notice. Alrighty. Number 2, okay. I was like, that's a total fail. Why is that listed in the wins category? Okay. So last January, as in January of 2016, I went to the doctor for like a checkup. I had just moved here. I had moved here a little before that, but my insurance kicked in January because I'd been here for 3 months or so, and they wanted to do like a full panel of tests. So they wanted to draw my blood and test all the stuff, and apparently it got like misfiled or something through the insurance. The insurance was supposed to pay it. Excuse me. Okay. And I kept getting bills for like $900 and something, and I knew I wasn't supposed to have to pay that because it was just standard blood tests. And so I had to keep fighting it with the insurance company, calling them and asking them to refile it. I ended up actually having to go to like a medical office through the hospital and sit down with a lady and like talk her through it while she went and called companies and stuff like that. It was a big hullabaloo. Anyway, she called me back and said like, yes, it's totally taken care of, or it's mostly taken care of. There's like a little bit left that you're going to have to pay. We'll send you a bill. I never got the bill. I forgot about it. And I got an automated voice call on Monday or Tuesday of this week saying you owe $90 and it's about to like go to collections, or they didn't say collections, but they're like, we'll have to take further action. And so I called the doctor's office that I go to, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I don't owe you guys any money. And they didn't have anything in their system that said that I owed them money, because I haven't been to the doctor in a while. So they didn't have anything there, but they told me to call the hospital billing, which handles like blood draws and lab tests and stuff like that. I called them. They said, yes, there is a bill. It's really old. And when I was asking them about it on the phone, they were like, this is really weird. I can see in here where you had to like refile this and stuff. And they were supposed to send you a bill for this little remainder, but it says in the system that they never did. And I was like, okay. And so, I went in to go pay the bill, and I asked, is there any way I can pay not that amount? And they're like, if you pay us today, instead of like, putting it off, we can give you like a 20% discount. So because I asked, and it was just like an off the cuff, I didn't think they were going to give me any less, but since it was an old bill, it was a year old, they just wanted the money. And they could see in the system that it wasn't me that was doing it. The lady I talked to was actually the same lady I talked to the previous year, and she remembered me, and she was like, no, I remember you. You're like you're one of the most responsible people I've dealt with, and you were nice to us. And so I was like, okay. And she was nice too. She kept refiling and stuff like that, because she knew that it should have gone through, but for some reason, some code in the system wasn't working right. So instead of $90, it was like $91. It cost me $67.95. I did have to take that out of the money I was going to put to debt this month, but that bill is to rest, and I never have to hear from it again. I got receipts and stuff like that. It's done. It's over with. And no, I couldn't refile it again. Like a year had passed. It was a thing. I hate our healthcare system. Okay, but I had the cash on hand. I was able to pay it, and I was able to pay less than I owed. And I just keep fighting something and making it so you don't have to pay as much as it is a win. It was a win to me. I didn't end up paying the $900 or the $90. Hi, Frugal. I only ended up paying $67, so I'm good with that. Oh, you've given me love. You give me love. What? We've been out. Thanks. You want to tell them about our third win? All right. For the first time in my entire life, this third win totally makes up for anything. I was able to put over $2,000 to my debt in 1 month. I'm really freaking excited about it. What I put to my debt in January was more than my paycheck from my regular job is. And that was thanks to a really good check from YouTube that was from December, essentially, and a couple of gifts from you guys. And I was killing it in January. And I was able to put over $2,200 towards my debt, which brought it down a lot. It brought it down so much. It brought it below $10,000, which I'm ecstatic about. So I've never been able to put more than my regular full-time job's paycheck towards debt before, even in tax refund situations or anything like that. I looked back through my old budgets, and I've never put this much towards debt in 1 month. So that's just really flipping exciting. And it's almost weird that I'm excited to give away that much money, but the return is that I never have to pay that debt, that particular portion of debt again. It's getting so close that I'm going to be free. And then the next time I have $2,000 extra laying around, I'll get to do what I want with it. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Frugal thing number 4, I made my grocery budget challenge with $8 to spare. Rory's very excited for me. That's her clicking around under my desk. And I'm going to use that and some stash money to get a facial on my birthday. As I'm filming this, my birthday is tomorrow, January 30th. You guys will be seeing this a week after the fact, just because that's how I do my filming. But yeah, I'm getting a facial for I don't think I've ever had a facial before. And a manicure and a pedicure for my birthday. So, what are you doing? I don't know what she wants. Okay. Which is very exciting. So I booked that appointment, and I have the money set aside to do it. So, oh, and the stash money is money left over from previous You're wanting a lot of attention today. Okay. Money I've left over from previous holidays or personal budgets that I just stash in a different part of my wallet. It's completely free to use. It's already been cleared out of my budget. And I usually have like 20 bucks in there or so. So I have a little bit there. It's actually leftover Christmas money. And I'm going to use that with the $8 that was left over from my grocery fund for the okay. All right. And finally, my fifth frugal thing is that I was contacted by a company about doing a sponsored video. I'm excited about it. They didn't offer me as much as I wanted, though, to do the video. And so I asked for more. And obviously you risk losing the potential income when you try to negotiate. But I actually asked for double what they had offered, and they came back and offered me 50% over, and plus a little like percentage perk. So I'm excited about that. I risked losing the money, but I decided that, I was worth more than that. Doing something like that on my channel is worth more than that, and I wouldn't have gotten the money if I hadn't asked. So I'm excited about that. It's a good company. It's a good company, and I am thrilled to be paid commensurate with what I think I deserve for doing that. So, all right, and my fail. My fail was very disappointing this week. I wasted 2 packets of cream cheese and some gelatin and some other ingredients making a Pinterest recipe that was just vile. Like, I had to throw it away. Rory wouldn't even eat it. It was these sugar-free chocolate cheesecake cups, and the ingredients were cream cheese, cocoa powder, gelatin, sugar substitute. I think she wants to go OUTSIDE, and I'll take her as soon as this video's over, okay? It just went out. And they were just awful. Ew. And what I should have done is, since I was testing this new recipe, I should have made only a half a batch so I wouldn't have wasted so much food, but I didn't think about it. And so they came out and they were awful, and I just had to throw them away. There was no saving them. So it was just probably about $4 worth of ingredients that was just wasted. And I hate wasting food, and it always makes me a little gun shy when I try new recipes that I find on like Pinterest and they're just terrible. I actually have a failed food board on my Pinterest account where I pin things that were awful and I make the comment, this was awful, never make this. So I can remind myself not to do that again and potentially warn other people. I'm not sure if that's how Pinterest works actually. But even if I'm repinning it and I'm pinning it to something called failed food, even if other people are seeing it, they'll probably see failed food in my comment that's like, this is terrible, don't do this. So I hate it when people do bad recipes on the internet. Not good. So yeah, wasted that food. Ended up making a recipe from Mind Over Munch for these oat bars, which were amazing. It's I linked it on my Facebook page, facebook.com/GoBudgetGirl. Those were awesome. So I did end up getting a yummy dessert for the week, but I did end up wasting about $4 in food, which sucks. I hate wasting food. All right. So tell me your frugal wins and fails of the week, and thumbs up for me paying over $2,000 on my debt in 1 month. It's just a mind blow. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Yes, we can go outside now. You want to go outside? Okay.